Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I know you guys have been waiting. So we're down here at TJ's shop. We're gonna check the truck out, and we're gonna head back to my shop and kind of go over what we're gonna plan out with Moonshine and what we're gonna do. So let's get in here. Let's check this truck out. It looks pretty sick. What's happening? You got some progress on the truck? Check out this back piece. The front stuff, where he's getting there, but the back is where the magic is right now. So all this is pretty much done back here, and it looks absolutely sick. The only thing you got left is we're waiting on some cutouts for the ladder bar mounts, but wishbone's all attached. It's got the shock mount all done, ready to go. I'm waiting on some Menskers. We're waiting on a lot of parts, unfortunately, right now, which is kind of killing us.
Yeah, everything's kind of weird right now, but got a couple little diagonal bars, but not much. Everything's pretty much built back here. The ladder bar mounts, we're gonna get, I'm having some custom mounts cut out, so that way it gives us a little bit more adjustability and kind of fits our custom application here. But
this wishbone setup, though, this shit looks sexy. See, it's coming along. We're getting there, slowly but surely. But
after hours,
yeah, after hours stuff for sure. But as soon as we get some more parts, I mean, it's almost ready to be a roller right now. A couple more bars, and it should be able to roll around. As soon as I'm
set the motor back in place, and then motor plate mid plate it.
Yeah.
And we'll pretty much have a roller ready to mount some turbos up and get the rest of it all figured out, wired up.
Yeah. So the plan now is he's gonna finish all this stuff back here, and then we'll move on to the front stuff, get the rest of the bars and everything up there done, and then we're gonna take the cab off, finish weld, make sure everything's done, take the chassis to get powder coated, housing to get powder coated, and then
stick the bed sides,
yes,
like that
stick the
too.
bed sides, so everything, all the little mounts and everything,
finish body paneling it, tint it, and then get ready to make some passes.
I'm thinking about, once we get it back, I may just wire it so that I can fit in there. And I could like stand in there and wire everything.
Have it all running and ready, so that way when it comes back to powder coat, just put it all back in.
Yeah, once the chassis here, I'll get in and just kind of put the floor out of it before we tint everything in. I'll wire as much as I can, that way I don't have to lay on my back.
Yep. Get it all routed, and then when it comes back, it'll be plug and play.
Yeah. So I'm still waiting on the center section. I don't know if that's a company thing or people I ordered it from thing, but I'm still waiting for that. Front wheels, spindles I'm still waiting on, brakes I'm still waiting on, shocks I'm waiting on. So still waiting on quite a few things, unfortunately, for this. But we're gonna do the best we can to get it done and try to possibly make LS Fest. That is a huge stretch, but is a goal. So we'll do as much as we can and try to make it, but I don't know. That's only a couple months away. I don't know if we can get it done by then. It's a lot of work still to be done. We have all the late hours.
Depends on parts. And
yeah, if we can get everything. I mean, I have most of the other stuff. You know, I have all the wiring. Fuel system stuff's pretty simple. The rest of it's just hosing.
Once it's a roller, it should go pretty. I mean, you know how working on cars is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you have all
we can plan it out.
This will go great.
Oh, this will work out perfectly.
The main thing is too, we're trying. You know, this truck, it's not a rush truck, so we're not rushing it. We want it to be the.
Yeah, I want this thing to come out and just go fast, no bullshit, no issues.
And then we got to go back in and redo everything.
That's why we ended up where we are. It's because like it's all the I'll go back and fix it.
Start off as a 12-point cage.
Here we are. It's like, hey buddy, can you do this cage for me so I don't kill myself? And then now, well, while we're here, we may as well. That's what gets you every time building a car.
Yep.
So
a lot of midnight loving.
We'll keep at it. We still got Moonshine. We got stuff to do with that. So we'll update you guys on the plan for that. So things have changed a little bit, but when we get back to the shop, we'll update you on everything we're gonna do with that. And we got some killer sponsors that came on board to help us out. What you got going on with this car? This old Dougie from DNA Performance. He's got a channel too if you guys want to check it out. I'll leave a link down in this description below. But what do you got here? Just a little 10-point on this thing?
Yeah, pretty simple. Just 850 cert. single turbo LS deal he's trying to do. We relocated the shock mounts.
Oh yeah.
And moved them in a little bit. Did a little bit of rear end work and stuff. Those are just down bars going to it. But just giving them something to work with.
So I did spec pretty much a lot of the motor stuff for Doug and what he's doing. I'm pretty sure it's a Glide combo. It was a 5.3 with like a 78, 75 or something like that. But he's got a bunch of videos up on his channel. You guys go check it out. If you guys like it, give him a subscribe. All right, guys, made it back to the shop. I'm gonna go over Moonshine a little bit and kind of tell you guys what we got going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a new sponsor on board with Project Moonshine. Holly hit me up and they said, hey, we like what you're doing, we like your audience, and we want to help you. So Holly sent over a Dominator ECU, a harness, some wideband, some sensors, and a LT high ram for us to use on Moonshine, as well as one of our subscribers, Vic, hooked it up with a set of 6673 turbos, billet wheel. So those will go on that L83, which I dropped off yesterday to John. Cam Motion came on board. They said, hey, we know you need a camshaft. Send me a camshaft, valve springs, lifters, everything for the motor. So what I'm thinking here is, I don't really want to waste any more time with this small block. It's just not my forte. It's not something I mess with. I got Bobby over here helping me out. It makes for good content. But at the end of the day, it's not going to stay in there, and I don't want to waste any more time. So what I'm thinking is, we're just going to rip all that stuff out, get everything situated. I got orders placed with TRZ for some stuff, some control arms, stuff for the rear, get that 9-inch out back, put in here, and then we'll start working on getting the LT stuff on there. I got some forward-facing headers coming from Speed Engineering. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll just go ahead and start getting this thing together and try to get 2 cars, at least 1 car ready for LS Fest. So either this or the truck is going to be at LS Fest this year. I want to give a huge shout out to Holly for coming on board and sponsoring us. That was huge to me, and I'm extremely grateful. If you guys are building something that you need an ECU for, Holly is definitely the best in my opinion for user friendliness and stuff like that. I tune on Holly almost daily, and I just love the product. You got something entry level, something that's you're trying to get set up. They got Terminator X's, Terminator X Max if you want some automatic transmission control. If you want to step it up a little bit, you go to the HP or the Dominator like what we have here. You can do transmission control. You got your NTK wideband, stuff like that. If you're spraying a lot of nitrous, turbo application, supercharged application, it's just the possibilities are endless with the Holly software. So if you haven't, go over and check out holly.com, check out their Instagram, to give them a follow, give them a like, and we just appreciate them coming on board. So that's going to be the plan with Moonshine. We got Bobby over here, early Saturday morning. What are you doing, bud? You starting early today? Got the flannel on? He's ready to go. I don't think he's here to help us today. So what I'm thinking today is we're going to clean up some of this stuff. Just kind of get everything organized in here and get ready for taking this thing apart. And yeah, just make a list, make a game plan so that I can have everything here and we can start slapping this thing together. All right, so I made up a pretty good list, and what I'm thinking is trying to build both of them for LS Fest. I don't know that we'll be able to get it done, but I think if we just focus on this one, we'll be able to get it done. So I've got my list here. We've got get the motor out, got to finish the brakes, get the rear end done. We're going to delete the AC box, mid plate, motor plate. Still got to get an oil pan for the LT motor. We got to get some Lexan. Oh, there goes my pencil. Some Lexan for the front window, Lexan for the back window. We got to build the turbo kit, which shouldn't be too terribly hard because it's going to be on methanol, so no radiator, none of that stuff. We're going to change the steering box down there to a manual box. I got some control arms coming, but I got to get some coilovers for the front. Seat belts. I have a fuel cell, and I'll just have to do fuel system stuff and then wiring. So I think we'll get started. I'll have to get it back over to the lift. We'll get started ripping everything apart in the next video and go from there. So hopefully some of this stuff for the rear shows up so I can get that rear end done, get that in the car. Transmission, converter, the motor will be done soon. It's down at Muscle Machining getting put together. He's going to clean everything up, Probably just have him assemble a short block because I don't have a whole lot of time during the day. So have him assemble a short block, get everything put in there. He's gonna weld up the ports for the direct injection stuff. So that'll be sealed off. We won't have to use any plugs or anything like that. And then just shape the chamber a little bit. And the only thing that's really kind of bothering me about that is I can't get head studs right now. So we're either gonna use an ARP bolt or a GM bolt and just send it and see how long it lasts. I got a whole stack of head gaskets that old Jack Stand Jimmy let me acquire. So if it lifts ahead, we'll just throw one on it and go again. All right, guys, thanks for watching. That's an update video on both vehicles. We're gonna start working on this thing tomorrow, so I'll get it moved around to the lift. I gotta get some things cleaned up in here, get it organized so that we can do this and not make a huge mess. But thanks for tuning in as always. We will see you in the next episode.